You don't procrastinate because you're lazy. You procrastinate because you don't believe your own actions will deliver the results that you want and need. You don't actually believe in your own ability to follow through when you make the commitment. This is why you procrastinate. This is why you put it off. This is why you hide away. I've always made the assertion, and I still do. It's my main point for demanding greatness, is that undertaking something as rigorous, as difficult, as no holds barred, with no days off, as demanding greatness will completely and utterly transform your entire life. And it is purely down to this. And it's not just fitness, it's not just health, it's not just that you'll be prouder of the man in the mirror. It's not just that you'll be more appreciative of who you are. Not that you'll build more confidence, that you build grit, that you build determination. It's that you will have built credibility with yourself, that you will have categorically proven to yourself that you can follow through. That if you decide and you do the work, that you will achieve anything you want. That once you've made the decision, well, now it's happening. Now it's going ahead. Now, well, you're going to succeed because you've shown yourself through dedication, through commitment, through the sculpting of your physical body, which then will help you sculpt your physical world, that when you make a decision, when you commit, when you remove all other options, you burn the boats, that you succeed. Procrastination doesn't come from laziness. It comes from the fear that you won't actually do the work, that you won't actually get the results. And look, maybe there is credibility in that. Maybe there is history in that. What do they call it? Little T trauma or whatever. That you've got history of not getting the results when you do the work. But the question is, did you do the work? Did you actually do the work? Did you actually go all in? Did you actually never miss? Did you actually keep going until you succeeded? Because most people don't. Most people need the wins really, really quickly to be like, oh, well, this is worthwhile. Whereas true winning, true results, truly achieving incredible things comes from, well, doing work longer than most people are willing to do. Again, it's why demanding greatness is about the physical body, because it opens up the capacity for everything else. It opens up every other component, because more than anything, getting into great shape is determined by consistency, intensity, and effort, usually for a longer period of time than you want to admit. And it's also why the fitness industry is absolutely fraught with bullshit things. 30-day, 60-day, 90-day transformation programs. Well, yeah, you can get results in that time frame. Hell, I can deliver you them rapidly as fuck. I've had a guy lose 20 kilos in 6 weeks. I can deliver that shit for you. But the real change, the real result comes from consistency, intensity, and effort on the long-term scale. I don't want to change your life for 6 weeks and then you go back to where you were and then everything just comes back on and you regain weight or you end up in the same physical position because you didn't actually change your mindset. You didn't change who you fundamentally were as a person. And that is where, well, it's where the actual results come from. That's where what we're actually trying to do. We're trying to build you into a different man. We aren't trying to just drop a few kilos. This is bigger than that. Like, if you just want to drop some weight, well, as simple as it is, eat less, exercise more. Like, I actually don't like that as a concept. I think that's a recipe for disaster overall, but it is on a simple, basic level like that. Or if you want me to give you the keys to the kingdom, I spoke about fat loss the other day. Get a weight vest or backpack or something heavy and do 45 minutes of weighted carry with that, slowly increasing the weight. Do that every single day and get a kettlebell and start with 100 kettlebell swings and build it up to 500 kettlebell swings. If all you're looking for is some weight loss, do that. That'll strip some fat off you. Is that optimal? Is that ideal? Is that going to deliver everything else you want? No. But if you just want to just burn some fat, that's a pretty fucking simple way to do it. But if you actually want to build long-lasting change, if you want to build a disciplined mindset, if you want to become a man of your word, if you want to build confidence and grit and determination, if you want to become an unstoppable man and start demanding greatness from your life, well, it takes a little bit more than that. And it takes not missing, never missing, that you show up every single fucking day and you do the work, regardless of how you feel, regardless of what's going on. This is how we start building change. And it's up here, it's the discipline in the mind. It's not the physical component. And it's why the 30, 60-day, 90-day programs appeal to people because, well, you can run on a motivation for a little while. You can run on quick results. But it's who you are when those results plateau out. It's who you are when those things disappear. When you're no longer seeing the really quick results. You know, as bad as it is, dropping the first 5, 10, as I said, even sometimes 20 kilos is the easy part. Continuing forward after that, continuing to maintain that, continuing to do the work when things start to slow down. Now that is where it counts. That's the difficult part. That's, well, the difference maker. Because, well, as I said, anybody can drop some weight, drop some body fat real quick. You just change what you're doing. It doesn't need to be perfect. For most people, it just needs to do something. That's why most people see results at the beginning of their journey. It's why any form of diet or nutrition plan or exercise plan will deliver results because, well, if you change what you've been doing, results follow. But to long-term, A, maintain, and B, continue to progress forward, no, that takes something different. That takes something special. Because how many of us know, if you've been working out for a while, all of us would be the answer, but maybe you're not in that category, but of people who are going to the gym regularly. You see them there all the time, but nothing ever changes. I knew a guy back when I used to work out at like one of the box gyms. For 4 years, that man was dedicated. That man was there. He was there every week, week in, week out. Nothing ever changed. He didn't get stronger. He didn't get bigger. He didn't get leaner. And we even spoke about training, and like, he was consistent. And often I find consistency is one of the hardest parts for a lot of people, but it's not the only part. Remember, it takes consistency, intensity, and effort. It takes the three. It takes the combo to continue moving forward. It takes the combo to keep going that way. You can't just have that. You can't just have one thing. You need to have all of it. You need to have the continuation of it. And for a long period of time. As I said, it's why I really like the exercise as the teaching method. Why I teach exercise as the gateway drug. Because, well, it's the thing that delivers the most bang for your buck in teaching you this important lesson. That you just have to keep showing up. You just have to keep doing the work. You just have to keep following through for a long, long time. And then it matters about the plan. And then it matters about dialing it in. And then it matters about optimizing what you're doing. Not just showing up, but making sure that you deliver what you need. So you're not procrastinating, that you're not putting off, that you are, well, honestly getting something from it. That you're not just filling your time with busy work. Because, well, that's what this guy was doing. He was filling his time with busy work. It's just another form of procrastination. Yes, on the spectrum of things, that's a better option. At least he was off the couch. At least he was doing something. At least he was exercising. But effort without reward is still wasted effort. I'm just saying that you need to be patient on the effort. But if nothing's happening, well, nothing's happening. So you need to then analyze the plan. You need to stop looking at it and going, well, am I actually going to follow through on this? Because you've gotten comfortable on doing the busy work. You've gotten comfortable on just ticking a box. You need to, that's another form of procrastination. You're procrastinating on diving deeper into the work. You are procrastinating on actually digging into something that's truly going to change your life. And let's be realistic here. That's the point of change. The point of doing something different is to get a result. The point of doing something different is to change your life. It's not just to change for the sake of changing. It's not just oh, well, I did that thing. No, it's to improve the quality of your life. And that's why 126 to greatness, which is how it's broken down. It's demanding greatness, and it's broken down into 126-day blocks. Is all in, with no days off, with no exceptions, with every single day, with intensity, consistency, and effort. Because it's going to teach you the skills. That means that you never doubt yourself again. That you never doubt your follow through. You never doubt your consistency. You never doubt that if you're going to start something, it gets done. You don't doubt that anymore because you've shown it. And you've shown it in one of the most important areas of your life. Your physical health and fitness. Which is your billboard to the world. Showing your consistency, your intensity, your effort. Showing that you can follow through. Showing that you are in control of your actions. That you just don't give in to your instant whims. Especially, as we've spoken about many times before, as a father or a man in his 30s or 40s. You've shown that you have the capacity. You're now in the upper echelons. You're in the 1%. Do you know how fucking rare it is in today's society to be in great shape as a father and in your 30s or older? It's so fucking rare. So rare. Like, just look around. Just go to your grocery store. Have a walk around. Look at the people there. Count for me how many people are in, let's start with not fat. Then how many people are in shape. And then how many people are in great fucking shape. Just look at your average population and you realize how special that is. And how important it is that, well, you do that. That you make that commitment. That you follow through. That you're now building this resume of, I'm a man who gets shit done. I'm a man of his word. I'm a man who does the work, regardless of my feelings, my emotions, my motivations, all that kind of stuff. You're just doing the work because the work is required. And that is the greatest gift that you can give yourself, give your family, give your children, give those who care about you, that if you say it, it is getting done. That you never miss. That you just do it regardless. That is the gift that keeps on giving. And if you can teach your children that life lesson early on, you are setting them up for success in this life. You are setting them up for greatness. Because it's much easier to just have that ingrained into you from the get-go, rather than trying to learn that skill at this age. I always thought I was disciplined until I undertook stuff like this, and then realized that I was not. Then I realized that I was all talk. And each time I progress into this, we're now in phase 4 of this. 445 odd days into this, that I have to keep redefining my discipline, and I have to keep pushing forward. Because as I said, after a point you'll just be ticking a box, but you have to keep bringing the intensity. You have to keep bringing the effort. You have to not just be consistent, but be wildly and over the top intense and continuing to push forward. This is where the change comes from. This is where the true lasting results come from. So that's my challenge to you today. That's my challenge for you, to push forward on this, to truly make this a reality, to truly do what is required. The question is, are you capable of that? Are you ready for that? Well, if so, now's your moment. Let's get you into demanding greatness. Let's build that credibility. Let's show that you can be that man. Show that you can follow through. Then build up this resume of credibility from doing the work. I know you have the capacity. We've now just got to actually follow through. Stop procrastinating on it. Stop avoiding it. And start trusting yourself that if you actually get in and do it, if you actually follow through, that you will achieve the results that you want. So if you're ready for that, click the link in my bio, join Demanding Greatness. This ain't a 30, 60, 90-day program. This is a year, 12 months. But that's what it takes to become a different man. And I cannot wait to see you then.